Aries. Good almost afternoon. Feels like afternoon. So good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. I smoke, I curse, I speak of and reference God because that's what I believe in and I pray to, and there will be noise in the background of my videos, as you can already tell. If you have a problem with any of those things, click the little X button in the top right corner and go find yourself a more suitable reader. If you choose to stick around, I welcome you and thank you. Thank you for being here, for sticking around. So I have some channel messages for you guys. Dreading something. Judge Dredd the movie, Stallion, Last Stallion, the horse movie or book. Black horse on a paperback book cover, mostly white and gray background, fence, wood, trees, no leaves, winter. That's like a book I remember seeing as a kid. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I don't know, for some reason I picked up on the Last Stallion, I'm not sure. But just passing by to say hi, you or someone else, take it or leave it. You get what I give you, no choices. This ain't no democracy. Sounds like a parent. Nagging and toxic one. Complains a lot. Harp strings, beautiful music to my ears. Can't tell if something is genuinely good or if it's sarcastic. Static, not clear. Static cling. Nasir, Nas, nasty Nas, graffiti, old school, breakdance, beatbox, old, Cold Crush. That wasn't old, that was Cold Crush. But something about old, I guess, because this is all old music and stuff. Furious 5, Fast and Furious, whole life flash before eyes. All memories, millions just flooded consciousness. Sounds like describing an experience to you, trying to tell you something. Don't you get it? Get what? Ugh, you're not listening. Pay attention. Shakes violently. Person being shaken is indifferent, numb. I was going to say indifferent realm, but that's not what I had written, so I was trying to read what I had written, and what I wrote was numb, indifferent. So, but I had written indifferent as two separate words rather than one. That's what threw me off. Could be drugs. I'm feeling like a third party in a room, bird's eye view watching, but not really there for them to visibly see me. Alternate timeline, and that's funny because I just said to you another realm. Young boy, 13-ish. White long sleeve t-shirt with black jeans. Black sleeves and jeans. White long sleeve t-shirt with black sleeves and jeans. Maryland weekends, promises of better days. I feel like that's a little kid, a boy clearly 13-ish, who gets picked up on the weekends by their non-custodial parent, and they promise them of better days. BBB, whatever those or that means to you. I know, told you will know what triple B, password or some weird shit. Keyword is password. So triple B, I think when I just seen the BBB, I thought the Better Business Bureau, that was like the first thing that came to my head, but that's not what I wrote. I didn't write nothing about that. I wrote whatever those or that means to you. I'm told you will know what triple B stands for, or what it means, the significance of it. Password, some weird shit. Keyword is password. Password and keyword searches, delete them. Choke. Someone going to choke, back out, get scared, chicken shit. Before I go on to the next page, I want to say something about that, because when I went to go start your reading, I felt like it was hard to speak. Like I couldn't speak. It was like something was grasping my throat, not choking me, but I couldn't speak. It was a feeling, though. It wasn't actuality. It wasn't reality. I was able to speak, which is clearly what I'm doing now. But someone's going to choke, back out, get scared, chicken out. Not good, feel sneaky, done in the dark, could be illegal or immoral or fucked up, indecent, not having common decency, courtesy, but coward won't admit it. I said what I said, I guess. Thrown rock already now and hiding the hand. So somebody has already thrown the rock and now they're hiding their hand. Gluttonous. This person is gluttonous, whoever did that. Incorrect spelling. Not as smart as you think you are. Someone is telling you that, but the person who's telling you that is not even 1/8 as intelligent or strategic as you are. The person is pompous, but they also need you too. And I spelled too incorrectly. I spelled it as in also. But I mean, it is also, but that's not, forget it. Something about the specifics of things. Spelling specifically. So someone tells you that you're not as smart as you think you are. But the person that tells you that is not a fraction as intelligent or strategic you are. Something about an 8. Again, I'm going to leave that there. Arrogant. Oh, okay. This person is pompous but needs you and too arrogant to see it. There it is. Arrogant Aries. Unsure why they're calling you that. Hear it heavy though. Arrogant Aries. Repetitive uncertainty. Repetitive uncertainty. Not willing to participate in this anymore. Do it. Do it yourself. All the way. Always. Always. So all the way. Always as in all and ways. And then always as in always. All by yourself. So all by myself. There's that song that, oh gosh, it's really old. It's probably like 70s, 80s. That I'm not even about to sing it because, like I said, my throat was giving me a hard time to even have this reading. But it's that. That all by myself. It's the only part I can hear. And it's true, still to this minute, that's the only part I can hear. The all by myself being sung over and over and over again in that same tone. Eminem, loud. Fuck you too, bitch. Call the cops. I'ma shoot you and them loud ass motherfucking barking dogs. Dre, guilty conscious. Drug use makes itchy when high. Guilty when not. Why bother? Why hide? Real ones never lie. 9:06 p.m. So somebody uses drugs that make them itchy when they're high, and when they're not using drugs, it makes them feel guilty. Why bother? Why hide? Real ones never lie. There's something to that. Maybe you feel like that, or somebody else feels like that. I don't know. But that's the end of your channel messages. So let's see what we got for the rest of May for you, Aries. I pre-shuffled, I prayed, but I always shuffle again. So yeah, I don't feel like it's the okie doke over here. I kept on like going to start your reading, and then there was this. I went to start your reading, and I had to stop. I never even started, but it was like I set out everything, and once it was started, and then I had to go do this, so I had to go do that. So you might have a lot of things going on in your day. There might be a lot of noise. You might be cleaning your car, might be cleaning your home, spring cleaning. You might feel like it's a beautiful day, have the whole day ahead of you. You might have some plans, going to the park, going to the pool, going to the beach, going to wherever. It's like Sunday drive for ice cream or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll take your kids for ice cream later today. Alright, what do we got for Aries for May, please? What do we have for Aries for the rest of May, please? Getting your inner square first. These just kind of went to go fall on the floor, and I don't do those, so I just put them back in, and we'll try that again. A little bit less messy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so picky. You might have some messy shit going on. You might witness some messy shit. You might be dating someone and realize that they're messy, and you decide that you're gonna cut your losses real quick before you even get involved with them. I don't know where any of that came from, but all that from just trying to pull your cards for your inner square. I almost said circle. So something about your inner circle of people, of friends, of family. Something about that. I only need 2, please, God. Thank you. Oh, that was perfect. They gave me 2. I feel like this was supposed to be like that though. Wait, don't judge me. Oh, I gotta shuffle. So that's your inner square. Your inner square is you, your destiny, your fate. Your outer square are external influences or forces that can possibly influence your inner square, your destiny. Circumstances, people, events, situations, just external to you. That's what the outer square is. The external. The inner square is the internal. Like you, yourself, and alright, let's get the outer square for Aries wedding cut. Let's get the outer square for Aries, please. You see how I keep having to stop and, oh shit, I gotta do that. Oh shit, I didn't do that. I keep missing steps and having to go back. Same thing when I went to start the reading. When I went to start recording, I had everything done. And I went to start recording and the computer wasn't charged. So I was like, well, I had to go get the charger and do that. But it was like, I caught it before I started recording and then the computer died on me. Or I had to rush the reading because I didn't have enough time. So, the rest of the outer square for Aries for May, please. The rest of the outer square for Aries for May, please. 3 more, please. The rest of the outer square for Aries. I thought it was cool how earlier I asked for 2 and they gave me exactly that. They're like, we're here, right here with you. Thank you. Alright. Let's get to it. I got like no room here, but we'll get started. Let's do your inner square first. I just heard somebody say you want the good news or the bad news. So, I don't know how that's relevant or what news, but I guess you're getting some news, or maybe you're giving some news. Maybe you're saying that to someone else. It felt like a business partner, return on the investment, somebody who you're doing a project with and you had your first turnout and you want to know what the good news and the bad news is of it. That was a lot from just a feeling, and I haven't, even though I flipped them, I haven't really looked at any of them. So give me a second to look at them. Just shut up. It's funny because the first thing, so as I was telling you, I was flipping them, but I wasn't looking at them because I was talking. But I was telling you about, I heard somebody say you want the good news or the bad news. Just now I look, and the first card in centering your reading is the book, which is Discovery of a Mystery. And it's a good discovery of the mystery. Remember when I was talking about the pre-recorded the channeled messages, I said something about the keyword is the password. You might find the password to an account that you've been locked out of for a long time and you needed to get into that account. So it might be a good thing. You might have money sitting in that account. Like, you know how sometimes you have accounts linked to certain email addresses and things like that, and the verification was going there and you couldn't get in there, but now you do, and you get this money that comes to you. You get some information, like they tell you, like, you want the good or the bad. The good is you got some money. The bad is you're on the radar for some people or a group that you don't want to be on their radar for whatever reason. I don't know. I'll be at the cops. I'll be at a gang, I don't know, but somebody you owe money to, the old school mob. I'm just kidding, but you understand what I'm saying. So the good news is you got money. The bad news is that you're on the radar, somebody's radar. They see you getting money. So this might just be like your neighbors. You might live in a shitty neighborhood, grimy neighborhood, and people just see you getting money. That's why when you move in and out of your place, you do it at night, in the middle of the night. Nobody ever sees your shit. And I'm not talking about like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's not late enough. I'm talking about like 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, when everybody, even the night people, have went home and went to sleep. Something about you being flashy. It could be 25. It could be 52. But you feel good. Make you feel good. You have a good sense of like life and vitality and where you're going. It's like I had these dreams and I had these goals and I wasn't able to I'm not even gonna say what I was thinking. But anyway, it's like you have these goals and dreams and ambitions and hopes, right? And you haven't been able to get them started for quite some time now. You've been working at this since like you couldn't get them off the ground. You get them started, but like nothing really sticks. It doesn't really like hit. But now it's like finally things are starting to stick. They're starting to hit. Things are starting to move. Things are starting to go good. And somebody brings you some information that's not good. It seems to be about money or about a new investment or a new project, or like you may have been scouting out like a storefront, you know what I mean, trying to see, and you might have been looking at one and either you looked at it and you thought it was good and then you checked it out at night on the weekends and in different hours and it's not good, or they had multiple bids on this place, multiple offers on this place, and yours was one of many and you didn't get it. But something like that. It could have been you didn't get it because of somebody who knows somebody got it. Something about September 1st, 5th, and 15th. This is 2019. September 2019. Something about September 2019. So this might have been something you was trying to start since then, or you've been on the radar since then. You might find out information that your enemies are your family. You know, they say it be your own kind, right? There's like some deep-rooted betrayal with regards to some family situation here. And the person who's offering you the information is like naive or young, or they could be childish and doing it for money, for the benefit of trying to get close to you because you have some money and they see it, they see you shining, so they're trying to get close to you and tell you all the backstabbing, fucked up shit that the rest of your family did or said about you, or friends, whatever, because you know sometimes your friends are your family. But for the most part, I see you putting everything in order. Getting everything together. You might have started a business, and you might have wanted to do it with other people and you had to do it on your own, or they did it without you and so you were forced to go. They left you, the group left you, and they forced you to do it on your own, and you did. And things are like growing, and you're making money, and you're feeling good, And maybe it's one of these people that reach back out to you, and that's why you get this news. It's like, ugh. Or you get some news about one of those people that was supposed to be in business with you, but they're not doing so well. And it's like, you know, you have a heart, so you want to help them, but you know that that person isn't, you'd be enabling them. It's not helping them. Giving them what you've worked hard for when they weren't even there to help you or support you is not gonna, it's just gonna enable them. You could be 45. This person could be 45. This person who's coming to tell you this could be 37. And they're just coming to start some shit in the family. You seem to have a younger family member who wants to come and tell you some truths about some past betrayals. That and their intentions is to tell you these truths about this past betrayal. But that's not really their intentions. They want to get close to you to get somebody out of you. You're really popular right now because of some money or something, or some action, business that you started, some action that you took. You're really popular right now amongst your family and friends because of that. And about that being flashy, for the person who is being flashy and you have people watching you, be careful. Because sooner or later those people are going to try to rob you or set you up in some way. This message might be the information that you're receiving. Because you might already intuitively know this, or you might have felt this, or you might have got the inkling. You know how some people say things and it just be like casual things, but it's like the way they said it or the timing in which they said it, and it sits with you. And it plays in your head and you're like, why did that person say that at that time? And it alludes to their intentions, their true feelings or whatever. And you might have had feelings or things or moments like that. And then this reading is the confirmation that you needed to show you, hey, pay attention to the people you have around you. But I see goodness. I see business success. I see like getting something new off the ground. Good shit, Aries. You're like the first like all the way good reading. Everything else has either been good about love or... But no, I think Taurus had a good reading too. It might be an Aries Taurus cusper. The people, if you did get left out in the cold, like, and people left you to start this on your own, those people are watching you, and they're watching you be successful at whatever this is that you started on your own. They're watching you like get on your path. They're watching you get on your north node, get on your square, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but they're watching you get your shit together. They're watching you fulfill your own dreams. They're watching you make shit happen on your own. Even though they didn't want to be there to make it happen in the first place. When you wanted them to be there, you still looked to them to be there, and you might have still wanted them to take them into the future, and you're disappointed that you can't. But you see their lack of maturity will ruin whatever you started. So you can't, and you know you can't. Maybe that's the real reasoning for this person coming to reveal this truths about these betrayals, just so you really honestly know people's true intentions, and you know who can and can't come with you, because this is an ending to a new beginning. You got a 10 to a 1 here. Might be your Saturn return. But the people who are with you now in the end of this cycle cannot celebrate with you in the beginning of the new cycle. So the people who betrayed you in the past, there are 3 of them at least. There are 3 of them. The people who betrayed you in the past, and that 3 might include the one who's coming to tell you. Because I always feel like the person who's coming to tell you had to have some guilt in that. At the end of the day, why would these people feel comfortable telling you this shit if you weren't in on it too? So that might be one of the 3, but I feel like it's 3 people that did some shady backstabbing shit, and those people can't celebrate with you in your new start with good reason. Why the fuck would you want them to? Just because you're sweet and you have a nice heart? Nah, fuck that. Aries, you're an Aries, god of war. This means war. I feel like that's a song. I'll get this outer square open. Definitely have money coming to you. Definitely have money coming to you. In abundance. Some of you it's only $3, so don't get happy. Some of you it's $30,000, $33,000, $48, $48,000, $4,800, $4,833, $48.35. Again, look, alright? Don't shoot the messenger if you got $3 or $48 and you want to be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? You're supposed to be grateful, okay? And put it towards achieving your highest hopes and dreams and goals. That's what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Alright, now let me look at the rest of your out. I can't tell anywhere if I wanted to. The 15th. Hold on, I gotta get the ashes off my card now. The 15th of that month can be significant. Like I said earlier, September 15th can be significant. But there's an action you took. Maybe you took it September 15th of last year. There's some kind of action you took that led you to this. Revelation. There's an action you took or you take based on the revelation that you get or got. And this action is what propels you into the success. And people see it, and it's not just you who sees it. Like, you may not even see it, but other people see it. And they know that it's a direct result of the action that you took. Somebody may want you to help them manage their finances. Or you might be in control of somebody who's very wealthy's money. Like a proxy, like a deal. Like a, what's that called? I can't think of it. I'm thinking PA, but I can't think of like the actual term for it. Power of attorney. There we go. You may sign power of attorney for somebody who's very, 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 very wealthy, and you might have to handle their finances and business deals. Some things were trying to keep you from receiving this information because they're directly blocking the financial success and the upwards. But they were unsuccessful because this is yours. And I always tell people in all my readings, what's for you is for you. No matter who the fuck tries to stop you, God doesn't allow that because it's for you. It'll come to you when it's time to be to you. This betrayal may have something to do with the past commitment. Past business partner. or could have been a past like soulmate relationship. Whatever this betrayal was, it causes you pain and it caused you to walk away. It caused you to walk away from this commitment, that this good business deal, this successful business deal. So it seems to me that this was supposed to be a successful business venture or partnership that had got off the ground a long time ago, and you were supposed to have been in this position a long time ago, but somewhere along the line, somebody in your family or in your closest circle, because at the beginning I said circle, or friend group, whatever, somebody's closest to you fed you some information that kept you from it and caused you to walk away. And it was a hard decision to walk away. It wasn't something that you wanted to do, but you did. And then, like I said, because it circled back around for you, because what God has for you is for you. You're planning for the future with this money. I don't know if you are, but you should. Plan for the future with this money. I feel like you already are. I feel like you know that, good times and bad times come, and eventually it's only a matter of time before, something occurs. So, to be prepared for the future, to be prepared for, you're not going to be young forever, you're not going to live forever, and even people who are young could die tomorrow. It has nothing to do with age. So I feel like to tell you to use this money to set things in place for when you're no longer on this earth. So that nobody can take what you've built from your kids. The people, places, and things who betrayed you, who try to keep you from this information, who try to keep this business partnership separate. Because here's the information. Here's the partnership. You got the king up here, you got the queen down here. 23, 24. But in between, you have family quarrels, and you have dire misfortune and enemies, and severe enemies. So it's like they surrounded you, and either they fed you the wrong information to keep you from this, but again, because they don't have control, it circled back around for you, and you got this wealth for you anyway. They definitely caused problems. They fed you bullshit, and you believed it. Like, you didn't use your own discernment. Like, you fucking grown, and you allowed people to feed you information that you would have, if you would have used your discernment, you could have seen for yourself was inaccurate, or you could have seen their ulterior motives, or they just wanted to be close to you for the money, for the fame, for the fortune. I feel like you were stupid for that. But again, I digress, because it all doubles back for you. That's that what goes around comes around, Aries. And it seems like what you've put out has come back in a good way, financially. And what they put out will come back to them in their own way. Whatever way it's going to hit them, it hits them. That's on God. Vengeance is His, not ours. but I think you get the gist of it. So I'm going to leave it there. Alright, Aries, till I see you again. Bye.